Hi, I had the privilege of visiting all 200 pavilions at Expo 2020 Dubai from 1st October 2021 to 31st March 2022. This global event brought together innovation, culture, and collaboration on an unprecedented scale. Featuring 193 country pavilions, each showcased unique ideas, technology, and cultural experiences. In this video, I'll take you inside the pavilion. So if you missed it, this is your chance to experience the culture, innovation, and creativity of the world in one place.
Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. Okay, today is big, like actually big. And I don't mean just oh this is cool big, I mean this is one of those experiences that people keep talking about, recommending, hyping up. So naturally, I had to come and see it for myself. I'm taking you inside the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia Pavilion here at Expo 2020 Dubai, and honestly, I've heard so many things about this one. People say it's one of the most impressive, most visited, and not gonna lie, one of the most extra pavilions here. Like, they really went all out. So today, we're going to explore everything together, step by step, and see if it actually lives up to all that hype, or if it's just another overhyped spot. Alright, first things first, before we even go inside, just take a moment and look at this structure. This is not a small pavilion. This place is huge. Like, when you stand here, you actually feel small. It's around 13,000 square meters, which is basically like 2 football fields combined. And what makes it even more interesting is the design. It's not flat or straight. The whole building is tilted, like it's rising up into the sky. And then, look at this wall behind me. This is actually the largest LED mirror screen in the world. And it's not just a screen, it's like a mix between a mirror and a digital display. So it reflects everything around it, the view, the sky, the movement, but at the same time, it's showing high-definition visuals about Saudi Arabia. And right in front of the entrance, there's this massive water feature, also one of the biggest of its kind. But again, it's not just water flowing randomly. It's controlled digitally, creating patterns, shapes, even cultural designs that represent different regions of Saudi Arabia. And at the same time, it helps cool down the whole area, which is honestly very needed in Dubai. So even before you step inside, they're already showing you this combination of technology, design, culture, and innovation all in one moment. Alright, I think we've waited enough. Let's go inside. Okay, we're starting the journey now. And right now, I'm on this escalator going up, and this is where things start to feel very immersive, very different from a normal exhibition. All around me, there are projections, sounds, visuals. It's like I'm slowly being transported somewhere else. It doesn't feel like I'm just walking into rooms anymore. It feels like I'm traveling through Saudi Arabia without actually being there. They're showing different cultural and historical sites. And not just random places, these are important locations, like UNESCO heritage sites, ancient cities, and archaeological landmarks. And what I really like is, it doesn't feel like a documentary where you just stand and watch. It feels like you're inside the environment. The walls look like rocks, like mountains, like real landscapes. The textures, the lighting, it all feels very intentional. And there's even this subtle smell of traditional coffee in the air. It's not strong, but it's there. And it adds to the whole experience. It's small details like this that make everything feel more real, more alive. You're not just watching, you're experiencing. And honestly, I didn't expect it to feel this deep. I thought it would just be visuals and information, but it's actually very immersive. Now we're entering the next section, and this one is called the Land and People area. And wow, this is where things get visually insane. There are screens everywhere above you, below you, around you, and they're all perfectly synchronized. So when you stand here, it feels like you're standing on a bridge, looking down at the earth. And the visuals are moving, flowing. It feels like you're flying over landscapes, like you're traveling across the country in seconds. And here's something that really surprised me. A lot of people think Saudi Arabia is just desert, like sand, heat, and that's it. But this section completely changes that idea. You see green valleys, islands, mountains, coastlines, even snowy areas. Like, I genuinely didn't expect that. It really shows how diverse the country actually is, and how much we don't always know unless we see it like this. And then, there's this floor. This floor is interactive, and it's actually one of the largest LED floors in the world. As you walk, it reacts to you. Lights change, patterns move, and even the music shifts depending on your movement. So every step you take becomes part of the experience. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a kid here. I was literally walking around, stepping in different spots, just to see what happens. But at the same time, it's not just fun. There's a deeper meaning behind it. It's showing connection between people, land, and movement. How everything is linked together. Alright, now we're heading into the main highlight. This is what everything has been building up to. The vision space, and when I say this, I need you to really imagine it. In the center of this room, there's a massive floating sphere, like huge, way bigger than you expect. And it's not just a screen, it's an entire visual experience. The sphere is surrounded by mirrors, which creates this illusion that it's even bigger than the room itself. So when you look at it, it feels endless, like it goes beyond the space you're in. And on this sphere, they're showing the future of Saudi Arabia. This is where they talk about Vision 2030. Basically, it's a plan to transform the country economically, socially, environmentally. And you see projects like futuristic cities, tourism developments, entertainment hubs, things like Neon, the Red Sea Project, Kidia, and everything looks ambitious, like really ambitious. And around the sphere, there are thousands of small crystals reflecting the light, making the whole room feel alive, almost magical. It's not just information being shown to you, it's emotional. You're standing there, looking at this massive vision, and you can actually feel the scale of it. And I think that's the point. They're not just telling you about the future, they're making you feel it, imagine it, and maybe even believe in it. Alright, after that intense moment, we move into something more interactive again. This is the Discovery Center, and this space is shaped like the map of Saudi Arabia, which is a really nice detail. There's this massive digital table where people can interact with different topics like tourism, investment, energy, and development. You can literally explore opportunities, learn about different regions, and see what's happening across the country. And multiple people can use it at the same time, so it feels very collaborative, very open. It's like, okay, now that you've seen the vision, here's how it actually works in real life. Alright, final thoughts. This pavilion is not just big, it's impactful. It takes you from the past to the present, and then pushes you straight into the future. And it does it in a way that feels immersive, emotional, and honestly, very intentional. Alright guys, that's it for today's vlog. If you enjoyed this experience, don't forget to stay tuned because there's always more places to explore, more stories to share, and more moments like this coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.